I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Elon Musk is a huge fan of video games, especially Diablo. So he's been playing Diablo 4 like crazy. He's actually in the top 20 players in the world. I think he's number 19. And he's really proud of it. He talked about this on the Joe Rogan podcast. This is him streaming the game over on Twitter. I have it paused so you can't, or I have it muted, you can't hear it. But he's a gamer. And when he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, he talked about how hard it is to be a top 20 player. The fact that he's like one of two Americans in the top 20. The rest are all people from Asia. And he talked about how if he could pick between hiring two people for a position or something, I don't remember the exact details, but he basically said, I would want the top guy in this area that's also ranked as a top gamer in something, because it takes a lot of focus to do that. And he finds, he's basically looking at himself because he runs all these companies and he's also a top player in this game. Well, you think that story would end there, but it doesn't. Kotaku is very, very upset. Notably, Ethan Gack, who is pretty much the guy that they have write articles on canceling people. If you're someone that's getting canceled or somebody they want to cancel, Ethan's usually the guy that steps up to write that article just about every time. He's the man. He says, you want somebody canceled? You want somebody shit on? I'm your guy. So Ethan, furious that Elon Musk is being praised for video games, he took this as an opportunity to not only shit on Elon Musk, but to also, of course, shit on Trump, because that's the real thing that gamers are interested in, right? Anti-Trump articles. A website dedicated to gaming, allegedly. That's what they're looking for, right? It's almost like they see a map like this and completely ignore it. As much as they don't want to admit it, Trump won the popular vote, and he won the election by a landslide. And you would think that this would be something that would tell all these people running businesses that, hey, maybe let's not let our employees run around with Trump derangement syndrome, but nevertheless, they don't listen. So an entire article dedicated to shitting on Elon Musk. I'm not going to read all of it. What I do want to go through is some of the quote from the people that have been fired. But listen to some of this rhetoric in here. Musk and Rogan also discussed whether surgeons should have to show how good they are at video games as part of their medical training. The discussion came days after Musk failed to show up in court over a lawsuit alleging that he was running an illegal lottery in Pennsylvania to help register people to vote for Trump. Maybe he was busy grinding in Diablo. The judge ultimately still ruled in his favor. Oh, no. Oh, you mean a bullshit lawsuit got thrown out? What? Listen to some more of this. So they don't believe him. Like, naturally, this guy, a Kotaku journalist, who probably doesn't even play video games, for real. This guy probably, I'm only ever seen him write articles on canceling people. Maybe he writes video game articles. Let's take a look real quick and see, shall we? Oh, a No Man's Sky article. Okay. He did write about that. Writing about the Borderlands movie. Oh, he's writing about Bloodborne and Diablo. Okay, here we go. Here's a game he's actually playing. Metal Slug Tactics. Okay. I'm actually kind of interested in that game. And then here's the Elon Musk article. Here's a Hogwarts Legacy 2 article. How much you want to bet he seethes about J.K. Rowling in that article? More money for J.K.! But anyway, listen to some of this that he put in here. This is the cope that these people have over Elon and Trump. Even if it is Musk's account. That he's talking about this, the fact that Elon Musk, number 19 in the rankings. But they don't believe it. Because, well, they don't actually play video games, so they wouldn't know what it's like to be good at one. But I'm just saying. Even if it's Musk's account, Not everyone believes that he did all the work to set the record himself. How does a CEO of multiple companies who is always posting on social media and currently campaigning on behalf of convicted felon Donald Trump for president find the time? Did he hire someone to farm loot on the account for him or buy gear off the black market? Or maybe smooth brain vibing in Diablo really is the aggrieved tech billionaire's happy place? Yeah, I'd say it's probably that. So if you find a game like this that you like that has looting and farming, stuff like that, usually it's enjoyable. Like when I play a Souls game, I like farming. I like just sitting back, putting something on to listen to, and farming. Like I usually, at the end of those games, I'm usually like super powerful because I farm a lot because I enjoy it. Like it's just kind of relaxing to kind of turn your brain off and farm and listen to podcasts, or even if you don't turn your brain off, just to watch that while you're listening to a podcast. That is something I like doing, farming in a game and listening to some streams or a podcast. How do you know he's not doing that? You know, people can do more than one thing at a time, right? So they're seething about that, but the time of Kotaku, I do believe, is coming to an end. We've got more people being laid off. More people are being laid off, and this is on top of layoffs that have already happened. So Willow Rowe, hey, I was just laid off from Kotaku. Don't know what is next for me. Going to take time to process and figure shit out. But if you are a PR person, please keep in touch and maybe add my email in bio to your list. I never even got to write an introduction post to Kotaku, let alone a goodbye post, or partake in end-of-the-year conversations at the site. That shit was kind of a dream, not going to lie. Sorry, shit sucks, and it's all hitting. So Kotaku, going out of business. In fact, Alyssa Mercanti has also left Kotaku. She claims she wasn't fired. She left on her own accord and posted this. Work news, after exactly 2 years, I've decided to leave Kotaku in my role as senior editor. I am eternally grateful for Kotaku's editorial team and all that they taught me during my time there. They're some of the best in the business, and I will be forever proud to have shared a masthead with them. They continuously fight to maintain the editorial pillars that make Kotaku great and to hold on to their journalistic integrity in the face of increasing pressure to compromise that. It's been a long few months, during which I've learned a lot about myself and my value as both a woman and a writer. This is the right decision for me. I have some things coming down the pike, so keep your eyes peeled. And as Smash JT correctly points out here, breaking, Alyssa Mercanti is leaving Kotaku. From the sounds of it, she was pushed out, but trying to make it sound amicable. Last I checked, you don't just up and leave a position that you're happy or successful in to pursue some things coming down the pike. This week just keeps getting better and better. Yeah, you don't just leave because of things happening. Usually wait till they happen. But she's leaving now. I think she was laid off. And she confirms here in the actual post, this decision was made before the layoffs. But now I'm even more glad I made it. So she's confirming that there's more layoffs. I can't find any more people other than this Willa person saying that they were laid off. So maybe there's more. I'm not sure. But layoffs have come to Kotaku before. They almost folded. This was months ago. If you remember, a while ago, we'll just say a while ago because I don't remember the exact time, there was some problems at Kotaku, and they were laying people off, and they were going to stop doing, bullshit like these spite articles where they go after Elon and stuff like that, and they were going to focus on gaming guides. They were actually going to go back to being a site about video games. Imagine that. And that changed. They didn't. Alyssa got promoted to what was she? She was a senior editor. Yeah, she was a senior editor at Kotaku. And things kind of continued as usual. They were going to use that time to retool the site and actually make it something that gamers would want to be a part of again. Maybe they'll never get that back, though, because they've kind of trashed their name. And then things went along as usual. They must have gotten some kind of like money injection. And it appears that the money is running out again because now they're laying people off again. If, it's true that there's layoffs. She says there's layoffs happening. And we have one person saying that they were laid off. But how many people even work there anymore? I don't think they have a lot of full-time staff. I think they've got some contractors still, but there's not that many people that still work there. So I wonder if they're about to go under. I think Kotaku for sure goes under in at least 2 years. It might happen sooner than that. But when Kotaku does fold, finally, we're going to have a celebration stream for sure. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.